it's the first presidential visit
Yeah.
of Biden to Illinois. And COVID came in just as he was about to come before the Illinois primary. So Crystal Lake is really tough political turf for Democrats. In the county it's in, McHenry, Biden lost, Senator Durbin lost, and Representative Lauren Underwood, who you mentioned, lost, though Biden did win Crystal Lake. So could you just explain a little bit more how this trip to one of the redder parts of the bluest states in totality can advance the Biden policy and political agenda, since there's no swayable members of Congress. They're all for you. And then on another very serious note, in Chicago, it's had its most violent weekend this year, 104 shot, 19 killed. I understand Mayor Lori Lightfoot will be meeting with the president at O'Hare. I understand the administration did roll out many things to do to help combat crime in cities like Chicago, but is there something more that perhaps the president may be able to bring or discuss with Mayor Lightfoot when they meet tomorrow?
Sure. Well, on your first question, Lynn, I think the president is eager to visit McHenry County College, which, as you know, is located in Crystal Lake, Illinois, and he ran as someone who would represent not just Democrats, not just Republicans, not just independents, but all people. So I would see this as less of a political trip, more of an opportunity to speak to all Americans about why his Build Back Better agenda and why his effort to extend the child tax credit, to make community college more affordable, to make universal pre-K a reality is something that many people of all political stripes should be able to support. And that's the case he'll make tomorrow. So last week he did the bipartisan infrastructure deal and kind of did a very detailed laydown. You'll see him tomorrow do a very detailed laydown of the rest of his Build Back Better agenda and what many of you would shorthand as the reconciliation, many components of the reconciliation package. But he's also eager to see Congresswoman Underwood, given she's been such an advocate for the expansion of health care, making it more affordable and accessible, and that's something he will continue to advocate for in this bill.
Before we get to Mayor Lightfoot,
yes,
you know, that's exactly the county Democrats are trying to get rid of for her in the remap. So it may be moot soon, because that might not be her county in the remap. Could you clarify, when I checked before the briefing, I didn't think she had a speaking role in the program tomorrow. Does she by now?
I'll have to check, Lynn. I think so. I wanted to give you all an overview of kind of why he was going there, but in terms of specific meetings and the program, I think we're still finalizing all those specific details.
Okay, and then on crime in Chicago and meeting with Mayor Lightfoot.
Well, I know that I believe you mentioned a greet at the airport, so I'll have to check and see how long that is allocated for that meeting, and certainly he's always receptive to what any elected official wants to raise and what they want to discuss. I will note that the president continues to work to address violent crime. We've seen go up over the last 18 months around the country, including in the city of Chicago. And as you know, Lynn, from covering this, we see spikes in violent crime typically during summer months, often, unfortunately, during holiday weekends. And we saw that over the last weekend. But I will say that he will continue to advocate for, and the mayor may want to discuss this, I guess we'll see, or not, but increases in his budget, including an additional $300 million more for the COPS program. That is than what I would say was approved in the prior Trump administration budget. So he had 237 billion in his million. Sorry, got a little high there. Million in his budget, and the president's proposing 537 million in his budget because he wants COPS funding to go out to communities across the country. He will also continue to work to empower ATF. He's proposed an additional $70 million increase over the last Trump budget for ATF to ensure that they have the funding and resources they need to crack down on illegal guns. And I know gun violence is a huge driver of the crime in Chicago. And finally, he's going to continue to advocate for supporting evidence-based community violence intervention programs that are proven to reduce gun violence in a range of communities. But I'm sure he'll be happy to discuss components of his budget. She may have different things on her agenda when they see each other tomorrow.
And he's not going into the city proper. He's just going to, those are the two sides.
That is correct. Thanks, everyone, so much. Have a great day.